Hey everybody, thank you for joining me for your lunchtime session. I'm not sure if you know what you've let yourself in for actually, but I was asked to come here to run a workshop to show you a little bit about what I know about creating compelling ads for social media. And we've literally got lunchtime to do it. It's a workshop, so you guys are going to have to get your hands dirty. So I hope you're ready for that. Let me start by telling you a little bit about who I am. I've been involved in visual storytelling one way or another for many years. I started off in the BBC as a picture producer for the BBC News, working on the picture desk for global and domestic news, and then went on to become a freelance producer and director, working on everything from music videos to branded content, scripted drama. And in the last couple of years, I have set up something of a passion project, which is Future Youth Media. So we make content and promos for creatives and businesses. And we also run workshops for young adults, showing them how to make content in short film using smartphones. And for kids between the ages of 9 and 14, we run after school clubs and summer camps, showing them or encouraging them to be a little bit more purposeful and creative with the tech at their fingertips. So what are we going to do today? I am going to show you a little bit about how to create a compelling video ad for social media. We're going to talk about connecting to your audience. We're going to look at planning and structuring and storyboarding your idea according to your ad objective. And we're going to talk about formatting, editing, and delivery. So, the challenge. You are, in groups, crews of 4, going to make an Instagram ad or reel to drive awareness for DigiFest 2025 or to promote or sell a product associated with the event. Okay? You look keen at the back there, boys. It could be anything. You should have fun with it. It could be a chair. It could be, I don't know, a monitor. You could, anything at all, some tech or a gadget, anything at all associated with DigiFest. How are we going to do this? You're going to get into crews of 4. If you don't know who to work with, I can help you with that. You're going to plan and storyboard your ads. You're going to get your hands on some kit. We've got here tripods, gimbals, and some mics. You're going to go and shoot in the festival, and then you're going to deliver your footage and finalize your edits. We'll be doing the assembly for you. You have to just tell us what you want, and we'll kind of put the music on, layer on the text, whatever it is you want, we'll do it for you. But it's your ads. This is the lovely James, by the way, he's tech support today. Okay, so why do we use social media as opposed to traditional forms of advertising? You probably know a lot of this already, but it's a much more precise audience targeting. So you can decide the age demographic, the location, the interests and behaviors of your customer, and you can target your ads specifically with real focus to your customer base. It's much more cost effective, much better return on investment. You don't have to spend lots of money on a glossy ad for TV or print or radio. And you can do it yourself in-house within your company or for your own brand, or you can get a marketing company to do it for a really low cost. You can get real-time analytics and performance tracking. So you're able to see how well your ad is doing in real time. If something's not working, you pull it down, you try iterations. If it is working, great, keep it up. If it's working to a point where people are turning off and disengaging, then you change what you need to change and you get it back up there. It has higher engagement and interaction with your customer, so you can immediately start a dialogue with your customer base, which is brilliant. They can tell you what they like, what they don't like, and you can hone not only your advertising, but also your product for them. And you have local and global reach. So you can be selling in Eastbourne, you can be selling in Timbuktu, you can go as local or as far as you like. Okay, so what are we going to do today? We have to think about these elements before you go away and shoot your ads today, but also for you to take away with you after the event today. I want to make these slides available. So if you leave your emails, I can send them out to you. First of all, you have to identify the objective of your ad. Are you trying to build brand awareness? Are you trying to build engagement with your product, business, or service? This is kind of what you would call the soft sell. So just kind of letting your customers know the value of your brand. Or is it website visits you want, or hard sales? Have you got a product that you're ready to put into a campaign and get out there? Or is it app downloads? Whatever the objective of your ad is will influence the format, messaging, and the call to action, which we call the CTA. You then have to define your audience. What's their age? What are their interests? What are their behaviors? And talk to them in their language. Are they young? Do they speak kind of a slang sort of, how will you connect with them? Are they older? Do you need to be more formal? And use industry-specific buzzwords. Are they in the wellness industry? Is it the tech industry? Make sure you're speaking to them in language that they can connect to. This is so important. You have to identify the pain point, okay? Whatever their pain is, your product, business, or service is going to solve it for them. It's their lucky day. They just found you, okay? So whether it be back pain from sitting at a desk all day and you've got just the cushion or just the chair for them, you know their pain and you are going to resolve it. Insta ads work best at 15 to 30 seconds, okay? You can have a 60-second ad, but no one's going to sit there and spend 60 seconds of their time unless there's like a star in it or it's really glossy, high production values and it's watchable again and again. So you've got to sell it in 15 to 30 seconds. You need a strong hook in the first 3 seconds, which could be striking visuals or a question directly to your audience or a surprising fact. And again, tell them you understand their pain and you're going to solve it. All storytelling has to have narrative structure. And Instagram ads are no different. Your ads will need a beginning, a middle, and an end, okay? You have to give shape to your advert and your audience will become engaged because they know what to expect. It becomes familiar to them. So let's give an example. This is your pain point. This is how we're going to resolve it. And this is the call to action. Buy now, download now, whatever it is you want them to do. Or it could be the product. You're showing them the product. You're showing them the incredible results of the product. And then buy now, the call to action. Characters. All good stories have good characters, and relatable characters help drive the story home. So they can be real or they can be fictional, but these are really going to help you. You could use someone in your team if you're not willing to be on screen yourself. And by the way, it's not like some people are charismatic and other people aren't. Sometimes these things are learnt. Obviously, other people are more natural on screen, but you could learn to engage with your audience via your ads. Or you find someone in your team who's willing to do that. Or you outsource to a marketing company who bring on, a paid actor. But find a character and allow them to be the sort of face of the brand. And this is because people love personality and people love authenticity. We're living in a time when this kind of lo-fi advertising really, really sells. So we're quite lucky. It's really low cost. People just want to talk to real people and hear that real people, believe in your product. Include social proof. What is social proof? Reviews or testimonials. If you were to do something here today, you could go out and get some vox pops from people. Oh yeah, we're having such an amazing time at DigiFest. We're meeting so many like-minded people. This is what you want to see, again, for the same reason as authenticity, personality, people. Showcase numbers and statistics. How well is your product doing? How well is it selling? What are the results of, or the effects of its sales? And again, short quotes or reviews are really helpful and impactful. Why? Because people trust real opinions. It all boils down to the same thing. A few other engagement techniques to think about today and moving forward. Emotional connection, humour, comedy. Everyone likes to laugh, especially in the terrible times we're living in. So use humour, use nostalgia. So found footage or some archive footage or songs that resonate with people. It's quite, Instagram have a lot of really heavy music licensing laws, but they do have their own library of licensed music that you can use. And if you find music that's royalty free, you can also use that. And also create like a mood and emotion that sits in line with not only your ad, but your brand, okay? Is it fast paced? Is it more sort of sentimental? Choose quite carefully how your music is going to help you sell your ad, and create a sense of urgency. Everybody has FOMO, fear of missing out. So last chance, selling fast, limited spaces, anything that makes it feel like if these people don't get what you're giving, they're missing out. And the call to action, make it really, really clear. Use action-driven words, shop now, learn more, direct the user, tell them exactly what you want them to do and show them where in the ad they can do it. Now, there are a couple of ways of doing that. You can put it in the caption below the ad. We're not going to be creating captions today. It's all the visual storytelling. You can also use text overlay and put it in the text on the image. Sorry, text on the image. So you could use text overlay to sort of reiterate what you're telling them, because a lot of people actually watch their Instagram on silent and all socials on silent, but your call to action should be in the image as well. And again, whatever your call to action is, make sure it aligns with the objection of your ad. Okay. So I'm going to show you a couple of examples, and then we're quite close to getting going.
Hire a social media manager for $99.
This is not connected to
How
the.
about this one?
Uh-oh, how do I connect it to the? Because we have so little time, guys, I'm going to show you these adverts because we have to shoot an advert in the next like 35 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, we can do that.
If you really can't hear it, I can tell you what they're saying afterwards, but keep your ears peeled, so to speak.
Hire a social media manager for $99 a month. This is Beaver. Big agencies are trying to keep it a secret because they cannot compete with beautiful posts like this. The reason they can't compete is because of these prices. Yeah, it's just $99 per month. Beaver will craft your posts, no AI generated stuff, and post them for you, making it easy for you to keep track. You approve everything before you post. Do as thousands of other companies and switch today. The website is called beaver.com. Just select the day and time to have a chat with their team.
So there's a young woman, she sort of feels very relatable. She kind of feels like she might be part of the team. She's actually probably an actress, but you know, she's talking directly to the customer, works really nicely. That opening image, like just some strange footage of someone falling off a medical trolley. So that gets our attention. It's got absolutely nothing to do with the ad, but we're already watching, and then she kind of mimics the action. So it's a fun way to start the ad, and very effective. Let's try the next one. Okay, so this is for a company called Max Farm. They're a campsite and event space in East Sussex, and this guy has kind of become the face of the farm. And he all of the information is actually in the caption here, and I think he should have included some stuff in the visual, but you know, he's in his bedroom, he's got some familiar music, he's getting changed. It's for Oktoberfest, he's getting changed into a bunch of different costumes. He looks fun, kind of like, you know, someone you might want to hang out with, depending on your likes and dislikes. So that works for that reason.
If you're a freelance podcast editor and you want more clients, we will design an entire customized client acquisition strategy for you in the next 14 days. And if you don't absolutely love it, it's nothing. This is the same process we took Jordan through to go from $227 a month to over $10,000 a month. Help John go from $8,000 a year to $150,000 a year. Help Blake hit 6 figures 2 years in a row after leaving his full-time job. Nick had a $20,000 a month. Aaron had a $22,000 gig. And Nick had a $50,000 month. There's way more than I can cover in this short video, but if you want to learn more, there's a link around this video. You can click to go to the next page. There's a full video covering everything.
So there's another example. He identified the pain point immediately. Are you a podcast editor with not enough clients? Threw it at them, knows that they haven't got enough clients. And then he goes on to show loads of social proof as to why their company can make sure you get the clients you need. Various different reviews. And in the background, it was kind of slick, nice lighting, really simple, just one piece to camera, super, super easily done. Okay, so in terms of visuals, when you go out today, don't worry too much because some of you will never have done this before, but think about your aesthetic. Make sure they're high quality. As much as possible. We have a couple of smartphones for you to use here. They're both really nice iPhones, but we'd ask you to use iPhones within your groups as well because we need to airdrop them to our laptops to edit, and it's just going to keep the whole process nice and swift. Think about bold colours and really striking visuals. Make sure there's nothing messy in the frame or jarry or things going on in the background that are going to distract from whoever's maybe speaking or whatever's going on if you're showing a product. And this is more about long-term thinking about your brand, but be consistent because a visual style, I'm not sure why it keeps doing that. I thought it was me, but it's not. Be consistent. Think about a visual style that sort of aligns with whatever your brand aesthetic is. This helps to build recognition for your brand over time. Optimize for platforms because not all content works for TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. You may try and put one piece of content out across platform, but it may not do very well. If you don't have the time or the means, go for it, see what works. But anyway, you will need to format it differently according to what you're playing it out on. Today, we're going to be shooting 1080 by 920 pixels. If you're going to be using your phone, we'll help you get that set up if it's not already. 30 frames per second. Aspect ratio is 9:16, which is vertical. And the video length, as I said earlier, is 15 to 30 seconds. So James is now going to hand out some storyboards. Does anybody have any idea of a crew that they'd like to work in already? No? Okay, so should we just get you close to the people you're already with?
I'm not sure I have time.
You don't have time?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.